Thank you all for coming to the inaugural National Young Conservatives for Christ conference.
I have a funny feeling that this organisation would have in fact been welcomed by Robert Menzies.
In Tasmania, we have a unique opportunity.
If we vacate the field and our values are not part of the public debate, then it is everything we don't believe in that is taking us down the path that we head down. The views and values of others that don't necessarily accord with ours. Our laws, the way our country, our democracy is shaped is based upon Christian principles. Don't vacate the field.
If I have to leave my Christianity at the doors of Parliament House, do they have to leave their value system at the doors of Parliament House as well? If so, how could we decide what is good and bad? We all have religion, whether we like it or not. Religion being our foundational values. I can express mine quite confidently as being the biblical worldview, which is consistent and coherent.
If God opens the door and God calls you into politics, chase after it, follow after it, and don't let anything stop you, but never seek after it for your own gain.
It is critically important that young people are involved because it is a part of society which has been gotten to by some very vocal, forceful elements. The education system, the media, government agencies telling us what's right, what's wrong, and having young people who have a different way of thinking I think is critically important, and I encourage that, and I commend this organisation and you, Jeremiah, and your colleagues for what you're doing.
There is truth in Christianity, and in the wrestle of ideas, I'm a Christian, I believe that Christianity will come out on top. So we don't need to fear that debate.
Let your faith inform your politics, not the other way around.
The church's role is to speak the biblical truth, and what we need is the courage to speak the truth. The personal conduct should be Christ-like, steeped in biblical wisdom. We should serve and commit to service above self. There is some legislation which does not have a moral element to it, such as which side of the road do you drive on, but that's the only concession I ever make to the left.
It's the wider movement of our supporters and volunteers that the difference is made, and it's through all of you that are involved with us that MPs listen on issues, and that we're even able to often get a meeting.
Let love be genuine, abhor what is evil, hold fast to what is good. In that we seek to speak the truth in love, and in so doing we seek to affect Australian politics and culture from a Bible-based approach. We preside over a time in which we no longer have the basic definitions of words. We have over 80,000 abortions in Australia alone in a single year. We have babies who are born after failed abortions and left to die. Assisted suicide is legal in every state and territory. The Young Conservatives for Christ will not stand idly by, and we shall not shy away from those issues which might seem controversial. Jesus brought a radically different message to the Jewish people, and he faced no lack of opposition. So much so, in fact, that he was crucified on a cross, his blood poured out for all. Just as Jesus did not withhold the truth in the face of opposition, so also we must not withhold the truth in the face of increasing hostility towards a Christian worldview, the true, the good, and the beautiful. This is why politics matters. This is why a conservative organisation like our own is so crucial. When we have a political class which is attempting to undermine these core human longings, we begin to get into serious trouble. Too often we hear the phrase "your truth" or "find your truth." The Christian conservative, however, poses a different worldview. Your truth does not exist. The truth is timeless, objective, and the same for everyone, whether we like it or not. Jesus says, "I am the way, I am the truth, and I am the life." We must look to the cross.